So I just actually been standing with my two lead horses. Over the last 3 days, I've been leading a free virtual retreat series that's been potent, and these two showed up for the space because it was for space holders, and I think it was really powerful that our two lead horses showed up. And as I was standing here with them myself and getting messages, I wanted to share what I was receiving from these guys with my community because I think it's so powerful. So as somebody who holds a lot of space, in my world, and I've always sort of been that way. I'm typical eldest child syndrome, but when I moved to this 80-acre property, my herd grew. We have 27 horses here, staff and businesses. I drowned in that, and it was very, very difficult for me to find my way through what it meant to be responsible space holder, leader, whatever we want to call it. And Chief here has been a really, really powerful teacher for me in terms of what it actually means to hold space and to be the leader. It's not about using our own energy. I've shared this before. He's given me that message that we don't hold the space holds us. Aponi has been permission for power, embodiment of presence, and she's been the one that has really taught me I have to embody my own potency. And as I was standing here with the two of them, receiving the space of them, there was a couple messages that came through that I wanted to share. Because I forget this stuff too. So it actually created some emotion for me because it was powerful. I still sometimes feel the weight that I have to hold everything, even though intellectually I've heard this message before. And as I was standing with the land with these two horses, I kept hearing that message over and over again of you don't have to be the one to hold everything, to find solution for everything. You can really open up and trust that the space, you want to call it the divine, just let yourself receive that and surrender control. I am a bit of a control freak and I forget that. So anything that's been weighing on me, I really just felt with them, just stand here and remember that you're a part of something bigger. The universe, divine, the space, Mother Nature has gifts for you, and it knows how to call things into your life. You don't have to feel like you have to be the one to effort everything or to hold everything. So if there's something that you feel that you're holding responsibility for, solution to, just breathe that out and just maybe imagine yourself standing in this space and feeling the messages of these two horses in this land of you can just hand that over. There is a great divine force that is more powerful than us, that wants good for us, but we have to let that in. So my own interpretation of that was thinking about the things that I feel like I have to hold, I have to call in, and it was just let that go and then allow yourself to receive and to be held as you hold. So it's almost like we're being held in that space. So that's what I felt in there. There's Odin, my dog. From Aponi, the invitation that she's been giving me lately is own your space in that circle of where you're teacher and your potency, and allow yourself to be receptive to call those in that are meant to be benefited by your leadership and that recognition that you are a leader. I think that in the spaces of our work, sometimes it's hard for us to acknowledge ourselves that way, that we have a contribution, that there's a gift that we have to give to others. There's her lick and chew, so that's an affirmation of that. So if you're somebody that's struggling with, do I have anything to share that's of value? Do I have a gift? This is a call to rise up and acknowledge yourself that there is a space that you contribute to and a collective that is going to be looking to you for your gifts and your medicine. But you have to acknowledge that in yourself and step into it. And I know that sometimes that is intimidating, or whether we don't think we're worthy of it, or we can recognize it in ourselves. We don't see ourselves as leaders. It's everybody has contribution to make. So if that's resonating for you, ask yourself, what does it look like for me first to hold that in myself? That acknowledgement that I have something to teach. I am a teacher. I'm a mentor. I'm a leader. and to own that. You give a gift to other people when you do. And then I think with Chief, again, it's that place of just let yourself feel what it feels like to be held by a greater space and to open up to receive that. You don't have to carry the load of whatever you're carrying on your own. And then lastly, I wanted to share something that was said to me by another brilliant woman, wise woman, when she was leading this or helping with this virtual retreat series. Our symbiotic relationship with Mother Nature, of how much we receive from her, but also what does she want from us? And so I took a moment this morning to just be with the land and ask, usually I feel into the land to help support the things that I'm creating. And then I ask the land, what do you want from me? How do I contribute back? And the message that I got is, let yourself receive. It's simple. It's not a doing, it's a being. How we honor that exchange is we allow ourselves to soften where we're maybe holding a barrier of receptivity and let ourselves receive. So maybe there was a message in there today that you needed to hear that really resonated for where you are right now, and just soak that in. And then just between these two lead horses here, which I think is so potent that they're holding the space, what message do they have for you that you feel from this land, from these two horses, that is reflective of where you are, maybe what you're feeling challenged by? There's also, I think it's cool, we have the male lead and the female lead as well. And just let that soak in. So this is our gift and messaging from these two horses. Let me know where that resonates, and feel free to come back and visit this whenever you need to.